Let's start with Secretary Clinton. She gave a speech in Montreal yesterday. She didn't talk much about her role in the U.S.-Russian relations, the reset, which Republicans say, aha, look at what's happening now. But listen to her here talking about Vladimir Putin and her hope that things don't get worse.
I hope there's not another Cold War. Obviously, nobody wants to see that. I think that's primarily up to Putin.
Did we learn anything, Juliana, about what she would do differently? She was a tad critical of the president, saying the United States needs to do more to help the government, the new government in Kiev, but nothing very specific.
No, and she was very careful. She talked about the U.S. needs to do more to help Europe become more energy independent from Russia. But this is the challenge for Hillary Clinton right now, because she essentially is the de facto presidential frontrunner for the Democratic Party. Everything that she says on this issue is going to be looked at and picked apart. And she might be the front runner, but does she necessarily have the campaign staff and that's advising her with these kinds of issues? And so it sets her as, she needs to run now like she's running 30 points behind, because she risks then like 2008, where she can just walk in and get this nomination.
She's been inevitable before. To Juliana's point about her being essentially the de facto nominee unless she decides no. Of course, Peter, the question came up. Let's listen.
I haven't made up my mind. Of course, I feel a deep sense of commitment to my country and its future.
It's that last part, and she always works something like that in. You can't stay on the sidelines. I feel that deep sense of commitment. That is what people who want her to run, or Republicans watching her, say, aha, she's going to run. In the Wall Street Journal this morning, there's a fascinating story, very well documented, about the Clinton inner circle. Some of her close advisors don't want her to run. Cheryl Mills, her former chief of staff at the State Department, among them. They just think, why go through that? But here's what struck me as most interesting. President Obama brings in former Clinton chief of staff John Podesta to help reorganize and get the White House running, the trains running better on time. The Wall Street Journal says John Podesta in the Obama White House, there's a guy named Vice President Joe Biden, now wants to organize the weekly Hillary meetings to prepare her if she runs. Isn't that a slap at the vice president?
It certainly seems like it. This is heads exploding in the vice president's office. It's not just Podesta. Remember, Jim Messina, top presidential advisor, recently left to advise a super PAC that will ostensibly be supporting a presidential campaign for Hillary Clinton. That rankled Biden and his allies. Look, Biden, we don't know if he wants to run, but he's certainly keeping his name in the conversation, and I think he just wants a little bit of respect, and this has to really has to stick in his craw, I think.
And it can't make him feel much better that we're talking about this, where you have Biden in Lithuania now and Poland yesterday dealing with this issue hands-on.
Clinton gets all the attention right now. Biden does not.